Welcome back to The Legacy Architect. In episode 1 of this masterclass series, we established sovereignty. Now, we need fuel. And guess what? It's not your success, it's your pain. I'm Joshua T. Berglan, and the most valuable asset you own is the thing you are most afraid to talk about. It's the devil inside you. Today we learn the alchemy of turning trauma into a proprietary framework. 31% of entrepreneurs suffer from imposter syndrome because they are hiding. But on the flip side, they have trauma dumping. Here's the distinction that changes everything. Sell the scar, not the wound. A wound is fresh. It is bleeding. When you share a wound, the audience feels pity. They wonder, is this person stable enough to lead me? A scar is healed. It is proof of survival. When you share a scar, the audience feels hope. They think, if he survived that, he could help me survive anything. High net worth clients do not buy your pity. They buy your survival code. This episode is supported by the failure to framework methodology. It's the process I use to create the film and best-selling book, The Devil Inside Me. We teach leaders how to unmask their truth to build a legacy that offers crisis immunity without losing their dignity. When you finally share your truth, you will get hit by the vulnerability hangover. You will wake up the next morning with a cortisol spike. You will want to delete the post. You will feel shame. This is not a mistake. It is biology. Your amygdala thinks you just got kicked out of the tribe. The protocol. Pre-authorize the pain. Know it's coming. Take a 24-hour blackout. Do not check comments or metrics for 24 hours after a vulnerable release. Let the shame wave pass before you engage. Reframing. That anxiety is the sensation of your comfort zone expanding. If you don't feel the hangover, you didn't go deep enough. Here's the truth you need to hear. Rumi once said, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." Your trauma was the tuition you paid for a PhD in resilience. You have already paid the price. Why wouldn't you collect the degree? Don't let your suffering be in vain. Monetize the lesson to serve the world. Are you asking your audience to heal you? Or are you offering the medicine you created from your own healing? Struggling with a demon? Go to joshuatberglan.com and search for addiction or redemption. The map is there. Vulnerability is your ultimate competitive advantage, but only if it's healed. On the next episode, we take this story and amplify it globally using AI. Stop hiding, start architecting. My name is Joshua T. Berglan, and thank you for being here. Now, as I did with episode 1, I talked from the heart afterwards and got away from the teleprompter. And the one thing I just feel led to share with you right now, and I'm going to hopefully keep this short. I can get long-winded. It must be the evangelist in me. Very much so. I've had the opportunity to speak to various college kids over the last few weeks, more so than normal. And those of you who don't know, I'm on the board of governance for an organization called Holt Prize Nigeria. And Holt Prize Nigeria is part of the Holt Prize Foundation. And I forgot how many. I mean, it's insane the amount of students, like over 150 countries are represented. It's unbelievable, this competition. And yesterday I was doing a presentation to a college in Nigeria. And first of all, I love working with Nigerians and getting to see like everything that's happening there. It's so inspiring to me. But one of the things that really stood out about this conversation to me is how many people that are just fed up with the way things are going, and they know that there's a better way. And it brought up something that I brought up in my speech about how even the Holt Prize was forming, how the Holt Prize came to be. And I believe in this with all my heart too. And this is one of the reasons I'm so happy and so blessed to be a part of this organization is I think charity's dead. I mean, think about how many people are struggling out there. And where have our donations really ever gone? I mean, I'm sure that I know that there's some organizations that, that people have given to. You can go watch that the fruit that's come from those donations. Sure, I know there's organizations that have success stories, but I could show you more that don't. I could show you more nonprofits that, well, maybe had a sinister moment. I can show you nonprofits that did really, really well with fundraising initially and then just faded away. Like charity is a really tough case right now. And so the argument and how Holt Prize was even brought into being was like, well, what if there was a better way? What if we could build businesses to solve the world's problems instead of asking for charity? And I align with that. It's also why I became so passionate about teaching media literacy and showing how through media literacy and not deciphering between real and fake news, although that is very important, but the media literacy that is essentially you understand how to use all of the media tools available. And by the way, most of these tools are free. How you can use these tools to create endless revenue streams using your God-given gifts, talents, and intellectual property. That's the other definition for media literacy. And when you understand that you don't need money to get started. That's what I write. Well, I've written several books about. And that's also on my website. You can go check out. I mean, literally, you can type into the search engine that's at the top. It says the Mayor's Archive. You type in media literacy or Fourth Industrial Revolution or Agenda 2030 or addiction or recovery or love or relationship, anything you want, search it. You're going to find resources for it. And odds are they're free. I do have books, yes, that you can read too. And I created the blueprint for the future of media, education, and entertainment. It shows how anyone can monetize their gifts, talents, and intellectual property and start doing it today while also protecting their IP for no money. It's pretty simple. One of my favorite things about the future is this, and I talk about this a lot, but this is what I'm feeling led to share. The world, when we look through our media devices, the world looks absolutely insane. And of course, if you go outside too, maybe it looks insane. I don't know where you're from, but it typically is a little bit different feel than what we see on social media. Heck, I've seen things like where people are talking about there's flooding happening in a region on video and fires. Like I remember LA last summer. LA was burning, right? But then like online you could see it burning, but then knowing people that lived in that area were like, no, there's no fire. And it's just strange. Like we live in very interesting times. And even though I really believe that part of this amazing opportunity that we have right now, and I know I'm with all of this fake news, the only way to really counteract that is with storytelling, and that's authentic storytelling. And the only way to counteract the misinformation is to get away from sharing opinions and start telling stories. And if you start telling stories, you're tapping into the current economy, which is the storytelling economy, which is the creator's economy. And so while AI and all of this, you can look on social media, you can watch the news, everything is about either how amazing AI is or how AI is going to enslave people. And the truth is, it's like there's maybe truth in both statements, but for the people that are educated and for the people that have taken the time to truly educate themselves on AI and also the media tools available, that's part of media literacy, you will understand that AI is really just a really powerful tool for us to use. In fact, we use this tool responsibly, it can give us our life back. We can break outside of the 9-to-5 grind that so many people are on. But also with that education, you'll start to realize that maybe you don't need that job with all the gatekeepers. Maybe your dream that you've had burning inside you since you were a child is there for you to actually achieve. And while a lot of people will freak out about the jobs that are going away, if you're paying attention, The real opportunity is right in front of you. It's the creator's economy. And while some people are afraid to create and put themselves out there, maybe they'll tell themselves they don't have any talent or they don't have, they don't have any gifts. All that's BS. Maybe you stopped using your gift. Maybe you gave up on your dream. Maybe you just told yourself that you weren't worthy of your dream, or maybe you've convinced yourself that, you know, well, I have this big degree and this is the job I need to have and this is how I'm going to pay my bills. All those concerns are old world concerns. Like, we've lived in a slave system. Whether people want to realize that or not, the current system is a slave system. The new system that's coming, and by the way, for those who've been doubting it and saying it's a conspiracy theory, Trump said it yesterday, like on the news, and today's December 17th. He said it. He talked about the new financial system. But for those who've been paying attention, this has been a real thing for a long time. Like they've been preparing this for years. When COVID happened, what do you think that was really about? Have y'all not connected those dots yet? The infrastructure for the future world was being built while the world was shut down. That was the most amazing time ever to reset because, it was part of the Great Reset. And we haven't seen the full reset yet, but it's coming. And a lot of the things that people held on to and didn't want to let go of are going to be ripped out of their hands and they're going to be miserable. Those are facts. Facts. But if you see the opportunity in front of your face, there's no better time in history than right now. Sure, looks like the world's crumbling around us. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But the old system is going away. There's a new system coming. And for the people that are not prepared, that system is going to feel like slavery. However, those that are prepared and understand the opportunity that's available for them are going to succeed and do it on their terms. Because after all, they're getting to tap into their own God-given gifts, talents, and intellectual property. There's never been a better time in history to make your dreams come true. No better. No, there's never been a better time. And this includes people from marginalized communities, the global south. This includes people that are disabled, people that have mental health challenges, human trafficking victims, ex-convicts. The gatekeepers are gone. You can truly seize your destiny on your own now. I know. Not only have I written the books on it, I've done it myself. And I'm here to help. That's what I'm here to do. That's what this legacy architect is all about. It's what my whole mission's about. I'm called the world's mayor for a very specific reason. Why? Why don't you find out? I love telling the story, but, I like to let my actions do the talking more so than my mouth, even though I'm using my mouth now. That said, I'm here to help. And if I can be a resource, I'm here. But there's tons of resources on my website. Just go to www.joshuatberglan.com or theworldsmayor.com. It'll take you to the same place. I have tons of free resources. Take advantage of the search engine. But I'm here to help you. I'm here to support you. I know how to navigate the future really, really well. I've got the credentials, I've got the books, and, well, really, I've got the proof of concept. So I can help you, and I want to help you, and I'm here for you. But the best part to me about this future world we're going into is it doesn't really matter what you've done in your life. In fact, what you've done in your life matters more than ever, especially the truth. The truth is an amazing, endless supply of content to make a difference in the world, to empower yourself, to set yourself free, and also live the life that you've always dreamed of. The truth is a superpower that should never, ever, ever be taken lightly. The truth is truly, you learn the media tools, add the truth to those media tools, And my friends, you can build a media empire. I'm not kidding. Want to know how? Message me. God bless and thanks for watching.